Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona. And in this video, I'm talking about two things that will make your hearing aids as hassle-free as humanly possible. Coming up. One of the biggest benefits that we saw in the digital revolution of the mid-1990s was how technologically advanced hearing aids became. This allowed hearing aids to do virtually anything from digital noise reduction to advanced directionality and even use artificial intelligence. Basically, if you have hearing aids that were developed in the past few years, there's not a whole lot of things that your hearing aids can't do. But having extremely advanced hearing aids can also be a problem. I mean, when you think about all of the different customizations you can make with your hearing aids, it can be overwhelming at times, especially when you have a smartphone that allows you to make pretty much any adjustment that you would ever want. And even if you get your settings perfect, there's always the potential anxiety that comes along with worrying about if your hearing aids will ever stop working at the worst possible moment. However, there are two things that can ensure that your hearing aids are as hassle-free as humanly possible and that ensure they continue to work day in, day out. But before I share what those things are, if you could do me a huge favor and click the like button, I really appreciate it because it gets these videos in front of a broader audience. And while you're at it, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button with notification bell, go ahead and do that as well because that ensures that you never miss one of my newly released videos, and I release multiple new videos every single week. With that out of the way, I really appreciate it. Now let's talk about those things that can ensure that your hearing aids are as hassle-free as possible. The first one is making sure that your hearing aids have a lot of digital features that will automatically activate. Now, I love all of the digital features that you can find inside of modern day hearing aids. As far as I'm concerned, the more you have, the better. However, the vast majority of hearing aid users have a very limited understanding of what these digital features can do and how to manipulate them to help themselves hear better. While some of my patients are extremely good at modifying their own settings inside of their hearing aids using their push buttons and using their smartphone apps, a lot of my patients struggle with this and become confused anytime they need to change programs. In these cases, the best thing that you can do is have a hearing aid that will automatically identify the situation that you are in and switch you into proper program settings for that environment. If your hearing care professional is using hearing aids that have a lot of different program settings that can be changed into automatically, they can go into each one of those program settings and modify them so when you find yourself in these different listening environments, the hearing aid just takes care of it for you. The second thing that will make your hearing aids as hassle-free as humanly possible is getting hearing aids that are extremely reliable, that will work day in, day out, no matter what conditions you put them in. In fact, every single time that someone asks me what I think is the most important thing about a hearing aid, I will tell them reliability. Because after all, it does not matter how many amazing features you have inside of a hearing aid if that hearing aid stops working. One of the best ways to ensure that your hearing aids will continue to function consistently is to make sure that they have a high IP rating. The higher the IP rating, the more resistant a hearing aid is to solids and liquids. An IP rating of 6.8 would indicate the highest rating that can be obtained by a hearing aid. The 6 being the highest rating for solids, and the 8 being the highest rating for liquids. However, even with a high IP rating, the threat of accidentally exposing your hearing aids to too much water can cause a lot of worry around the idea that you may eventually kill your hearing aids. This is why Phonak, today's video sponsor, developed the Audeo Life hearing aids, which are the world's first rechargeable waterproof hearing aids that also have a ton of great automatic features. The Audeo Life was built on Phonak's extremely popular Paradise platform. The only difference? These hearing aids are completely waterproof. While many hearing aids currently on the market have an IP68 rating, Phonak built the Audeo Life hearing aids to not only meet these requirements, but exceed them. This is due to a variety of things that Phonak did to these hearing aids, including adding a Parylene coating, silicone reinforced seams, inductive lithium battery charging, Gore-Tex lined microphones, and pinless receiver attachments. In fact, these are the first hearing aids that I've ever seen that cannot be killed by exposure to water. If you saw my Audeo Life detailed hearing aid review video, you would know that I took these hearing aids out for a 3-hour trail run in the Arizona summer, sweat all over them, and they continued to work. I also took them to the pool to do 30 minutes of lap swimming, and when I was done with lap swimming, these hearing aids were still functioning. Not only does the extra waterproofing inside of the Audeo Life hearing aids give you peace of mind that if you accidentally catch yourself out in the rain or if you end up sweating on your hearing aids that you won't kill them, but these hearing aids also are some of the most automatically functioning hearing aids on the planet. This is due to the AutoSense OS 4.0 operating system that was made possible by the Prism chip inside of these devices. With AutoSense OS 4.0, your Audeo Life hearing aids can identify what type of listening situation you are currently in and automatically change your program settings to be ideal for those environments. This means that after your hearing care professional sets up every single one of the programs inside of AutoSense OS 4.0, you will no longer have to constantly adjust your own program settings because AutoSense OS 4.0 will do it for you. For instance, if you are sitting in your quiet living room, your hearing aids are going to be in more of a calm situation program. However, if you decide you want to go out to dinner, you go out to the car and start driving, your hearing aids are going to identify that you're in a car and switch you into your car program. When you get to the restaurant and you walk into the restaurant, your hearing aids are going to identify that you are in a restaurant and then put you into a speech and noise or speech and loud noise program. If there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that even though you can make a bunch of different adjustments to your program settings using your smartphone and the Phonak app, oftentimes you don't even need to make these adjustments because AutoSense OS 4.0 is just going to take care of it for you. If that is not enough to make these hearing aids as hassle-free as possible for you, now you don't even have to worry about changing your batteries because these Audeo Life hearing aids have lithium rechargeable batteries inside of them. So at the end of the day, all you have to do is take them out of your ears, put them in your charger, go to sleep, and then when you wake up the next day, you have a full day's worth of battery life. When you combine not having to constantly worry about your hearing aids malfunctioning due to debris or moisture buildup inside of them, with hearing aids that can function as automatically as humanly possible so you don't have to make any adjustments, and the fact that you can have hearing aids that have rechargeable batteries so you never have to change your batteries again, you basically have a hearing aid that you never have to worry about. So if you're looking for a hassle-free hearing aid that just works without having to do anything other than put it in your ears, then the Phonak Audeo Life hearing aid might be the perfect hearing aid for you. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, feel free to check out my website, drcliffaud.com.